Tonight, on the Professor's Laboratory, we're cooking Christmas style. We're going to turn all of this stuff here into a trifle. The most important ingredient? Yeah. When it comes to rum, you've got to make sure you get just the right amount. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. Perfect. Then don't forget to add your mixer, because we're not alcoholics. And that's plenty. Thanks. Righto, so we'll get the questions out of the way first, so you're not interrupting these, clearly valuable life lessons in the kitchen. Yes, it's David Bowie night here in the grotto. You're welcome. And also, yes, there's a motorcycle in my kitchen. Single life rules! Actually, as an add to that, if any ladies out there don't mind a motorcycle in the kitchen, well, you can find my details at the end of this broadcast. Thank you. Right, first up, we're going to make the custard, so that way it's got time to cool. Now, we're not using some carton, weak-ass, runny shit. We're going to make proper stuff, because it's got instructions. Yeah. Snip. Right, now, even though previously I praised the virtues of having instructions, we're not going to use the instructions, because they can take a hike. That makes runny-ass shit. We're going to make thick, chunky custard the way it should be. So that means patience. There we go, all added, and we've mixed it up. And look at that, that's fairly chunky. Now that could do with being a little firmer, but putting it in the fridge, cooling it down, that's going to help that. So that's going to be tasty. Right, so I'm cooking up a second batch here because as you can see I'm making a metric buttload of trifle. Now I only have one pot because I'm a man. A man only needs one pot. One pot to cook them all. And that is what we're talking about. That stuff almost holds its own shape. Smurf, yeah. If you can find custard as good as that in a carton, tell me. I'm happy to be proved wrong. Jelly. Now, clearly I've made this earlier. We've got orange and port. Skidoosh. Now, if you need to be told how to make jelly, probably time to take up knitting. Cocking isn't cocking. Right, so it's nice and firm, because we all like firm. Sloppy isn't good, firm is good. Dice that, get it ready to toss in later. Toss. Next step is cream, and you might be saying, but Denzel, that's already thickened cream. It's not thick enough. And don't let me catch you using any of that canned whipped cream bullshit. No! Beating the cream, beating the cream. Now, some people like to add a little bit of honey into their whipped cream. I'm not a fan. Makes it too sweet for my taste, but hey, what the hell? It's Christmas! A few of you eagle-eyed watchers may have noticed that putting the beaters in there, they don't quite make it to the bottom there, which is going to mean a little bit of the cream on the bottom's not quite beaten. Which means when you pour the runny stuff out, it's on top, you mix it together with the nicely beaten stuff, and look at that. Cream. With the buttload of trifle we're making, well, that means we get to make the cream part 2. Now do what you do best out there in Snapchat land, people, and beat your cream till it's hard and chunky. And it's time for another one. Right, next is the sponge roll shit. Now, normal sponge would be fine in this, but I mean, extra sugar is a winner. I've gone chocolate because, once you go black. Right, so we've sliced up our sponge loaf now. We've made nice, thick, chunky slices because it's time to drown them in the secret ingredient, alcohol. And what we're going to do is take the sponge, and that's triple sec, so that's orange liqueur, and you just slightly dip it in there just a little bit. You don't want to go overboard. It pains me to say it, but otherwise it ends up sloppy. And then you want to place it in the bowl there. Now, you can do it any sort of decorative bloody design you want. You can do circles, flowers, swastikas, whatever your heart feels is the right thing for Christmas. Now we just start adding everything together. Now, remember what I said about the custard thickening up when I cooled it down? Oh, I like jelly. We put down the custard, and then we put a bit of cream on top and smooth that about. Now remember, this is an art, it's not a science. Do what you want. Then we take our jelly, look at that, and go blah, and then get some more jelly and go blah, and then more jelly and go blah, and then more jelly and go blah, and then more jelly. Next is chocolate. Now, don't muck around with cooking chocolate. That stuff is crap. Just go straight for the good stuff. We're not melting it. It's going to be fine. Now, take your block there, and we're going to snap it in half. So we've taken our chocolate and chopped even the little squares into quarters because you don't want it too big. And then we're going to use the same delicate technique that we used for the jelly. Blah, 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 blah. Congratulations! You've completed one layer of trifle, but anyone who's had trifle before knows that there's multiple layers of trifle. So we start again. Sponge, alcohol, Now, you might recall we only used half a block of chocolate before. That's not because we're cheaping out using half a block on each trifle. Fuck no, it's because it's time to introduce our friend, the shredder. Okay, so it's a grater, but grated chocolate is still... chocolate. Guess where that's going? Right on there. Okay, so we've put it all together. Now just get the air bubbles out of there. Make sure she's nice and firm. And there you have it. That's Denzel's world-famous, patented, super diabetes trifle. Does it look alright, eh? Would you eat that? Yes. And then we take it, and we pop it in the fridge there next to the good stuff. And there you have it. Christmas Day. Booyah! Unfortunately, there has been one failure tonight, and that is, I didn't finish my bottle of rum. I mean, we got close, but I'll just have to try harder next time. There you go, my interpretation of a trifle. It's tasty, it's simple, you don't need a thermomixer, and you can do it when you're drunk. Now, it's time for me to do the washing up. Merry Christmas, y'all.